The winning streak has come to an end for the Toronto Raptors as they drop tonight's contest 99-95 to the Phoenix Suns at Scotiabank Arena and drop to 20-18 on the year. But you know what? I was reading all over Twitter and even on Instagram. I do not see very many angry Raptor fans. I just don't see many of them right now. And you know what? I'm feeling the exact same way as everybody right now. I give these guys a ton of credit tonight. You welcome in the best team in the Western Conference in the Phoenix Suns. I believe they're 30-9, I believe, something like that on the season. They're the best team in the Western Conference. For the most part, they had their whole roster out there today. The Raptors enter the game, no Scotty Barnes, no Gary Trent Jr., and you knew it was going to be difficult. No matter who the heck, even if you had both guys, you knew it was going to be tricky. But the boys went out there, they fought. They tooth and nail. Every time they made a little run, the Raptors countered. Every time we made a run, they countered. And this team did not quit. Now, was it a pretty game? No, it wasn't. The reason this Raptor team lost today was the three-point shooting and the abysmal free throw shots. Abysmal free throw shooting. And unfortunately, it was a lot of your key guys that were missing the free throws. We'll get into those specific stats in a bit. But you can't fault these guys. Let's break this puppy down. First quarter, you win it by 8. 31-23. You're playing a great first quarter, but you know for sure the Phoenix Suns are going to come back at you. And they do in the second quarter. 23-17 Phoenix Raptors offense is nowhere to be found in that second quarter, and I'm going to be blatantly honest, the rest of the game, the Raptors offense can't quite find themselves. However, you kept Phoenix to 23, and you're still up by, you're still up by 2. I believe it was 48-46 at halftime. So you're still having the lead. You just got to find a way. In that third quarter, 23-23 apiece. Again, your offense still ain't going, but your defense is keeping you in it. It's an even third quarter. You're up by 2 heading into the fourth. Now, let me give a lot of credit to these guys, because at one point in the fourth quarter, like 4 minutes to go, the guys are down by 6. Their offense obviously hasn't been flowing all game. They're having a tough time. They go on a little run. They end up getting a 1-point lead with like a couple minutes to go, a minute and a half to go, 2 minutes to go. And we're like, oh my God, okay, but this is tight game. A veteran squad in the sense that they were in the NBA Finals last year. This is going to be tough. And unfortunately, Phoenix finds a way to pull this one out. But you got to credit these Raptors, man. The expectations are not there. Like, I know when they win 5-6 in a row, we're all like, okay, let's see some good squads. And as I've said in the past, I'm tired of seeing these teams, with 3, 4, 5 of their main starters out, or the main rotation players out. Well, you saw basically fully healthy Suns today, and the Raptors gave them a damn good fight on home court. So you got to give these guys credit. Are the Raptors going to the NBA Finals right this year? No, of course not. Are they going to be in a playing spot? It's quite possible. And I got to say, for this team, for this roster, you got to say they're playing their hearts out. When Fred VanVleet's playing 43 minutes, and when Pascal Siakam's giving you literally everything every given night, Chris Boucher giving you money on the glass today, you got to give these guys credit. And in that fourth quarter, unfortunately, that was the one quarter the Raptors defense wasn't as sharp. The first 3 quarters combined, well, I wouldn't say combined, you allowed 23 in the first, 23 in the second, 23 in the third. Remarkable how this team just dynamite defensively in the first 3 quarters, and in the fourth, they allowed that 30-piece. And they only scored 24 points in the fourth quarter. It was reversed. We scored our 30-point in the first quarter. They scored in the fourth when it mattered the most, and they made that final punch in the key moment, all right? But let's break down the stats. OG Anunoby, guys. 25 points, 2 boards, and a dime. Shot 9 of 20, 3 of 6 from the free throw line. So 3 of 6. Here we go. 4 of 13 from three-point range, so not great from 3. And that was a theme. Fred VanVleet, I mean, you know what he's going to give you, right? 21 points, 2 boards, 5 assists in the game. Shot 7 of 18, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. So even Fred missed a couple free throws, right? He was only 3 of 5. OG was 50% from the line. Fred VanVleet was like 60-something% from the free throw line. He was 4 of 10 from three-point range. Still shot money from 3, as he has been like all month long. He won Player of the Week, so congrats to Fred for that, and well-deserved. Had 2 steals in the game as well. Pascal Siakam, 22, 7 and 7. The guy's been unbelievable lately. Now, he did miss some shots late, ended up 10 for 23 in the game, but he was 2 of 4 from the free throw line and 0 of 5 from 3. I don't like Pascal taking 5 threes, especially when he missed the first 4. 3 steals, though, for Pascal in the game. The guy that I want to talk about is Chris Boucher. Because we've been seeing all the time, trade Boucher, get rid of him, he's been useless. And I was even saying, and I'm not a Chris Boucher guy, but I'm sitting here right now going to say that this guy's found a way to play. And the way I say that, he's not going out there looking to create his own shot. He's not a guy that's going to chuck up a million stupid shots. Now, again, the 3 threes from Boucher, they're open shots. So take them. You got to start making them, though. But the guy had 13 points today. He gave me double figures off the bench. I mean, he did play 30-odd minutes, so I damn near hope he got 13 double digits. But he had 16 rebounds. 4 of 9 from the field. 5 of 8 from the free throw line. So count your misses here. This is getting real tough. And he was 0 of 3 from three-point range. Him and Pascal Siakam, combined 0 of 8. It's not pretty. If you want to combine those two and OG, it's probably, what are we here? Let me do the math. 8, 21, 4 for 21? Could be wrong. I think I'm right. That's awful. But Chris Boucher also gave you 3 blocks in the game. And get this. And this is why Chris Boucher, I'm saying, is kind of learning what he's all about. He had 16 rebounds, right? 9 of those, 9 were on the offensive glass. The man was crashing the glass like crazy. And that's what you want to see. This team still needs a natural big, yes. And they're playing these weird big lineups, and it seems to be working pretty well against these teams with like Birch, Boucher, and Chua coming off the bench all at once and keeping the small lineup to start, obviously with Gary and Scotty out right now. You had to go Birch in the starting lineup today, but that's what they've been doing a lot lately, and it seems to be working. And for Chris Boucher, the 9 offensive boards, great job. Great job from Chris Boucher today. If he can keep playing like this and be active, that's all we're asking. We're not asking this guy to be a 6-man of the year. We're not asking him to do what he did in the G League and be, MVP and defensive player of the year. We're not asking for that out of him. Energy. Make shots, grab rebounds, and be a monster and block shots. That's what we're asking from Chris Boucher. We're not asking him to be a 3-point specialist. No. Just go out there and be active. And that's what he was tonight. So a great job for Chris Boucher in this one. Now, let's get to the team stats. This is where it gets ugly. They shot 47% from the field, 34% from three-point range. So you did a pretty good job guarding the three-point line. But they were 82% from the free throw line. Here we go. Raptors shot 40% from the field. Not good. 22% from three-point range. That is downright ugly. And 60% from the free throw line. If I'm not mistaken, the number, they were 15 for 25. They missed 10 out of 25 free throws. You only lost by 4. You make half of those, and you only have 5 misses, which will probably bring you up to 80%? You win this ball game. You got to make your freebies, and they didn't tonight. That's a big storyline. Not making some threes, and your inability to make free throws. That's the reason they lost, because you were +8 on the glass. You were +12 on the offensive glass. Brace Chris Boucher. 22-10, and points in the paint. You were +14. And every other stat really wasn't that lopsided the other way. The Raptors played a good game. They just didn't make threes, and they didn't make their free throws. That was the reason they lost this game today. Every other aspect, they played pretty damn well. Now, let's move on to the next one, because losses hurt, especially ones where you're that close. But again, you got to give these guys credit. You got to give them credit. Now, the next game is probably one of the most toughest opponents of all. The Detroit Pistons in Detroit. I know people are going to laugh when they hear that, and there's a reason why I said it. For one, to be funny. Second of all, they somehow have the Raptors' number, right? I mean, look at the last couple of years. They seem to find a way to beat this team no matter what clown show they fire out there. That team is, I believe they're still the worst team in the NBA. record-wise. They did beat Milwaukee in Milwaukee before the Raptors came in there and beat Milwaukee. You can never count any team out. You can never say anything is an easy win. And this team, this Raptor squad, has not done that all year long. They partly did it against Utah, realized it late, turned it on, and beat their tail end by like 12 to 15, as they should have, probably by more. They cannot play down to their opponent. They got to go out there with the intensity on Friday in Detroit, I believe it's in Detroit, and win that game. Get back into the win column. We talked about it after that 5-6 game win streak they had earlier in the year. Right? It's great having these prolonged win streaks, but if it's followed by a prolonged losing streak, then it doesn't matter. The winning streaks don't matter. They're fun to watch in the moment, but it doesn't matter when it comes to standings, playoffs, wins, losses, all that stuff. The great teams in sports find a way to bounce back after a loss and start a new winning streak. That's why the Leafs have been pretty good in the regular season. That's why the Jays, to end last year, were very good. Every time they had a big 4, 5, 6 game win streak, and they had a loss or even a heartbreaking loss, they bounced back the next 2 or 3 games. And the Raptors, we're going to see, we've seen the in-season adjustments from this squad, and let's see if they can do it. They won, was it 6 in a row? Either way, 5 or 6 in a row, you're going to try and bounce back with a W there on Friday in Detroit. You do that? Hey, you're back into the win column. You're back to 3 games above 500. You look to start a new winning streak, right? That's the mentality this team has to have. Are we going to have Scotty? Are we going to have Gary? I don't know. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, and heck, if you overall enjoyed the game today, because it was entertaining, but it was also pulling your hair out material, smack the like button to appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game, what you like, what you not like from today's game today for the Toronto Raptors. The Instagram link is down below as well, so follow up, send me a DM to that great stuff. The Twitter link's down below, all that stuff. Instagram link's down below as well. I can't mix up half the time. That's why I say it so fast. I think I'm some hot shot. Clearly, I'm not. But I think I'm on some hot shot, but going so fast and I screw up and I'm like, well, I look like a righteous idiot, but it's okay. It's okay. Because I am. And I'm proud of it. All right. So Leaf fans, I'll be talking to you guys, maybe tomorrow night, more leaning towards Thursday afternoon as the Leafs take on the Arizona Coyotes tomorrow night, looking for back-to-back W's. Another 10 o'clock puck drop. I hate these things. And as for the Toronto Raptors, they take on the Detroit Pistons in Detroit on Friday night. And you know what? Raptor fans, we can't go to our team in Toronto. So if anybody is, going to Detroit to watch the Raptors, could be interesting to see what happens there. I'm assuming they have fans in the stands there in Detroit. And Air Canada West has been a thing in the past. Let's see what happens. It might be again, because Detroit's terrible and the Raptors aren't terrible. So we'll have to see, though, on Friday in Detroit, 7 p.m. tip-off there. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.